Today's episode is brought to you by shopvancouvermermaid.com, your one-stop shop for all your mermaid needs. Visit shopvancouvermermaid.com to start your mermaid adventure today. I'm not totally sold. I've had my share of hate. Everything that you see on my channel is curated, but that totally worked. I literally forgot to do everything. Like, I'm a little panicked and that's so awkward to have like in the background. I'll just like sit over here and it'll be fine. Hey my fishes, Courtney Mermaid here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be looking at the Monofin skins, which are back. So this is actually just the test one. So they're not like, they are not back. This one is back. I sent this in for a test just before I got sick, which was horrendously great timing. Thank you so much for that. And I'm not, you know, I think it's gonna be helpful for some things, but laser cutting, I don't know if that's gonna be for everything a thing. You know? So unfortunately, like I anticipated, it does actually leave, I don't know how well you can actually see it, but it does actually leave a black line around the light part of the fin. So that's problematic because I have to go in and cut that out. And in some areas it's very, very thin, but it's still there. And to cut that out by hand is a bit of a pain in the ass. So what I'm gonna end up doing is instead of just outlining the whole thing all the way around, I'm going to outline and put white fabric, like just leave the line so it comes from the tip of one to the tip of the other so that way it doesn't actually outline the base of the fluke and I will hopefully not have this problem. Oh man, it's such a bummer. It kind of is what it is. I think for the rest of it, it works really fine because this will just get factored into my seam allowance and then it'll be a non-issue. So for the fin skins, I feel like this is gonna be great. For the actual mermaid tails and things that I do, I'm not totally sold. I'm not totally sold. I think for like cuffs, maybe it'll be fine, or the base of the arm fin will be fine. I feel like everything else is gonna be, you know, I can't have this outline around the base of anywhere that actually shows. If this was a closed fluke, it wouldn't matter, but because the fin skins have the open bottom, it creates a little bit of an issue. It's Monday, we're settling in. I've already finished editing my video that's supposed to go up this week. I should have had it finished last week, but last week got a little bit out of hand. I had a few things going on. It just got a little bit crazy. I've got myself set up to do a live stream with the Patreon pod because I haven't done one of those in a couple of days. Again, because life just, you know, all over the place. I'm going to sit down with those guys now, show them what I've been up to and how this turned out. I've also got tails to complete this week. I have to say, this has been such an eye-opening experience, being able to see what I'm capable of and what I'm actually able to get done in a certain amount of time. And then in another part, seeing how life, when you expect it to go smoothly, doesn't always go smoothly and can cause some chaos. And then also, and this is not meant to be like an oh woe is me situation, but I've definitely, with this last little while, I've had my share of hate from people for how long things have taken me. And, you know, on one hand, I can absolutely appreciate the frustration when you order something and you'd like it to come within a certain amount of time. The solution for this is that I will no longer be doing big launches because I can't keep getting messages from people who are upset with me, even though I had a family emergency, I had COVID, my life basically fell apart for sort of 2 or 3 months there. And then with the measurements not coming in when I needed them to come in and people taking too long and then having this expectation that it was going to be a certain way. And so we're just not going to do that anymore. I've just decided it's my business and I'm going to run it the way that I would like to run it. That's going to keep me mentally safe and not panicking and not having a crisis every few minutes. But as far as mermaid tail launches, I do think that era has come and gone now. I don't think we're going to be doing like, you know, I'm still 50-50 on whether or not I'm even going to do the next launch at all, or whether or not we're just gonna go to doing individual orders, custom orders, and fin skins and having that be it, because truly, there were a few people who were not nice to me, and the assumption being that I'm being lazy over here or just not getting stuff done that's a hard thing to choke down when you are doing your absolute best. You know, just know that everything that you see on my channel and on my social media is curated. Short of doing what I'm doing now, I don't do this anymore on my channel. I've removed things in the past where I've given you guys details into my life because it's not necessary. But it is necessary to remember that what you see on the surface, birds are going crazy outside my window. Can you hear that? So that was interesting. Birds are just losing their minds out there. If I made a post every time I was having a breakdown and every time I was having a meltdown and every time I was having some kind of a crisis, boy, you would all unsubscribe so freaking fast. Your heads would spin, or my head would spin. I don't want to bring that. It's not necessary. Do you know what I mean? This is a safe space. This is a happy place. This is where we come together to enjoy a hobby, a craft, creativity, mermaiding, the whole thing, right? So, okay, so now that I've just had that big long spiel, because it's been epic, let's get down to some live streaming and some tail making. Hello, my friends and fishes. Welcome back. Happy Mer Monday. But again, this was just meant to be a tester, and if this in fact doesn't work, then so be it. Well, it seems to be going okay. But that totally worked. Guys, look at it. Oh my god, I'm so happy right now. So that was the test print that we just looked at. So what I'm gonna do, instead of having it go all the way across, I'm gonna create a line from the tip to the tip. If I was smart, yes, I was smart. Oh my god, I'm so excited right now. I'm so excited right now. This is gonna save me so much time. This is perfect, and now, like, the sewing machine was perfect, the stitching, everything is flawless. I am so stoked. It has blue, obviously, if you're seeing this and you can actually see the blue. That's just my water sort of soluble marker, if you will, just to give me the guide to go by when I'm stitching. I always wipe it off before I send these out. If you ever get something from me and it's got some blue on it, like, don't panic. Water, like, your first swim in, it'll all disappear. It'll be fine. So I will still have some, like, hand cutting out to do for these, but it's gonna save me so much time. I am like, oh, I'm so happy right now. I'm so relieved. It's hard. It's really hard on my body. I have an injury, an old injury from a long time ago working at a bank. Sometimes my hand just can't do all of the things that I need it to be able to do. And this is the money maker here. This thing here, this does all of the things. Having a little bit of the work done for me is just amazing. We are going to finish my video and everything for tomorrow, and then we're gonna get back to cutting stuff out. Let's do this. Good morning. Yes, it's morning. Am I wearing pants? Not so much. I did just kind of roll out of bed and we are rolling right into, we've got a premiere this morning. I forgot to update the blog because I have, you know, a hole in my head and information just falls out of it apparently. Like my face, I'm like, oh look, there's the floor. And then I pushed off and just kind of let my brain forget that gravity is a thing. I literally forgot to do everything. I literally forgot to do everything. There were no end cards and I didn't add any cards at the top. Oh my god. So now I have to do it now. Ah! Literally has a checklist for this exact reason. Did she use the checklist? No. No, she didn't. God, this is honestly, this is the pool that I want, you guys. You have to see this. Okay. So this is, don't look at my face because my face is like gross, but that's a mod pool. This is what I want one day. I want literally my cute little house in the back. I'd like it all one story, maybe two, like a basement. And then I want this sick little pool out front here. But what I want is like steps that go down so that there's like a window so that you can like film into from like the outside. So it looks kind of like a tank, but also it's a pool. I've already designed my dream one. I have a quote for it and everything. Now I just have to somehow become super successful so I can make this happen. Can you imagine the mermaid content I'd be able to produce with a pool like that? Like, overall, the premiere and everything went really well. I've got tails and stuff I need to get sewing today because, believe it or not, Thursday is my birthday and I wasn't planning on working on Thursday. And then Friday's kind of a holiday and I was hoping to have that day off to kind of just chill with Eric a little bit because we don't get a lot of like downtime. It's really funny, like considering that we spend the day, like he works from home and I'm here and yet we just don't seem to see a lot of each other. So I'm gonna try and haul tail today and get a lot of work done today. Comment below, do you like single day, nice packaged vlogs or do you like a couple of days? What do you like? Is longer better than shorter? Comment, let me know. I'll make what you want me to make. Just let me know what it is. Okay, so everything went great, right? Like we talked about this, everything has been good, everything's been fine. This turned out, it couldn't have turned out better. It really couldn't have. It's actually flawless, okay? It's perfect. And I'm thrilled. This is a new one, so this is not the one I've been swimming in. This is brand new, and this is like you guys saw me make this, right? So I'm thrilled, so thrilled. The thing is, now it's gonna take them another week to print off. I really hope that's just like an under promise and over deliver kind of a situation because I know that they're busy, but I did need these sooner rather than later. And I know it took me a long time to get this, like the dummy one sorted. Now that I know that this is possible, we're gonna call this the starting point since I just sent them in yesterday. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna kind of start the clock and see how long it takes me, giving those guys the traditional 7 to 10 days to process the order. So like I should have this back by next Friday, not this Friday because this Friday's a holiday. And like I'm a little panicked, but I think what I'm gonna end up doing is punching through whatever other mermaid tails and other things that are on my list and get through some more custom work and designs and such and just let that be what it's gonna be. But yeah, a little bit bummed. It's okay. And I understand that production takes time and very often those guys do get back to me earlier than they say, which is nice. Always do that if you can, like try to under promise and over deliver. I know I haven't always been the best at that, thinking that I can do more than I can, but it is a good rule of thumb to follow. So anyways, I am so pleased with how this turned out though, and I do believe that once I get them in, I am going to be able to just cruise through these at a reasonable pace. I just feel kind of silly because it's now like I was sick for a week, then there was the kerfluffle with like trying to figure out, it took 3 days to figure out how thick the line needed to be. I'm telling you, the digital age doesn't make anything faster. It makes nothing faster. And then getting it back and doing this plus completing other orders in the process. So you know what? It's coming together slowly and steadily. steadily. Yeah, but I appreciate your patience. I wanted to include this as one more snippet just because I always promise you guys I'm gonna be as upfront and as honest about the whole process and everything as I can possibly be. It's gonna be fine. So that's gonna be where I wrap up today's vlog because I do need to just get down to work now, and you guys have already watched me work enough. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up to let me know. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the pod and the bell notification as well so you never miss an upload. And otherwise, thank you so much for tuning in, my fishes. I love you all so much, and I look forward to catching up with you all again in my next video. Happy swimming! Bye! Oh, also as a side note, like a little sneaky side note for any of you still here and watching, I've actually made an H2O inspired playlist. If you want to go check it out, maybe I'll remember to link it below. I have a bunch of mermaid playlists. Did you know this? I have them for all kinds of moods and all kinds of vibes and all kinds of things. I even include some of the music that I use in my videos as well, but this is new and it's pretty good. I've been listening to it. I try to get like a bit of a story kind of a vibe going between all of the tracks, and it's not just the H2O singing music, because that's every H2O playlist on the internet is just the singing, and I'm like, no, I want the music. I want the music. So I found tracks that are kind of inspired by, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So go check it out. And now I'm gone. Okay, bye, go, bye. A big thank you to the Patreon Pod for helping sponsor today's episode. The Patreon Pod is your mermaid home away from home, with a private Discord community chat, weekly live streams with replays where you can actually watch me make mermaid tales live, as well as get exclusive looks at upcoming projects I'm working on and more. If you are interested in helping us continue to build and shape this incredible community made up of mermaids from all over the world, please check out the link in the description box down below.